Hello and welcome to Dashboard FX. Now, what I want to talk to you about is when I did the education course, there were a couple of things that were mentioned to me that I didn't really understand. So today I'm going to try and explain it to you in a way that if you're not a trader at all, that you're going to understand what I'm saying. So when I was first picking up the MT4, didn't know what an MT4 was, didn't really understand foreign exchange either, so FX is short for foreign exchange, and foreign exchange is literally the exchange of currencies between two different borders. Now, you hear a lot about how to place a trade, what signals to look for, and sticking to the rules, so sticking to the rules that you're presented, and the rules that work for you. I never understood that. I didn't understand, okay, one of my rules, or you say one of my things I have to do when I get up in the day is put my alarm on at night. I have to do that, otherwise I don't get out of bed. Okay? When my alarm goes off, I have to go for a shower every day, without fail. I can't go to work without having a shower. And now some people shower every few days, every 3 or 4 days, have a bath once a week, or whatever that is. Mine is, I can't go to work without having a shower. Okay? If I don't leave at 7 AM, I don't get to work on time. Simple as that. Okay? So these are the simple things about having rules when you come to trading. Now you won't know what those rules are until you start trading, as daft as that sounds. Because you don't know what's moving in what direction. You might only just be learning what a candle is. And you say, well, a red candle is going south, green candle or a blue candle is going north. But there's no rules to tell you when you're learning what steps you have to take to get into that trade. Now once you get into your trade and that rule works, great. That's one of your rules. There's a different setup in the market, and when that market setup is hit your rule, you buy or sell in your trend. So that's your rule. So that's your then strategy. So rule 1, you wait for the setup. Rule 2, you enter or you exit your trade. If you enter your trade, you wait for rule 3. So set up, enter your trade, exit your trade, and then your rule is closed. That is your strategy. When that strategy doesn't work, then you have to find a setup that does work for you. And there are tons out there. There are loads of different ways to trade. Then there becomes what they call the plateau. The plateau in trading is, okay, your graph, let me just do something really simple for you. Your learning curve, with an L, okay? Your learning curve is, you've got all your questions and answers at the bottom here, okay? And as you're learning, okay, your learning line goes like that. Okay, your trading will be doing this. So you're learning everything that you possibly can to want to be able to learn how to trade. So your learning curve is going up effectively, but your trading pattern is at the bottom here, probably going south. Until one day you get that one trade that makes you £200, £300, £400, maybe even 800. I think my first massive winning trade was £816. My one before that was 248. And I remember getting 68, 63 winners and losers, and I was very, very bouncy when I was learning to trade. So your learning curve's going up, and then all of a sudden, in come your profits. Okay, and that is your area where what they call plateau. Your development meets your trading capabilities. Okay, so that area there is your plateau. Okay, draw that a bit. Okay, then guess what happens to your learning? Your learning goes to the side because you want to develop what you've learned, so you need to go back and learn what you've learned. Am I doing the right rules? Has everything come back into the river? Am I doing the breakout properly? Am I hitting the Bollinger Bands? Whatever it is you're learning, and like I said, there's loads of different strategies and signals out there that you won't understand yet. Once you've developed a certain trading style and you want to see how to get in and out of trades, you'll go back and you'll learn some of the trades. You'll watch the videos that you learned at the start. You'll read the articles that you wanted to read. You'll go back and you think, actually, yeah, I'm doing this wrong or I'm doing this right. So you've got to your plateau, you rehash. You rehash and your trading line does this. You've got your plateau, you rehash, and you go back to all of the methods that one you feel comfortable with. If that doesn't work, you'll go and learn something else. If it does work, the next stage of your development is, okay, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to get to work. You can get a train, you can walk, you can get a car. Some people fly. There's a lot of people that travel, get a hotel and so forth. There's more than one way to get to work. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, so you've developed stage one. Okay, and it's had some varying results, and you've had some good results. Okay, you've got your plateau, and then your next stage of developing your learning curve. So there we go. You've learnt your second way of trading. Same thing happens. You develop your next way of trading. You get to your plateau. You rehash. It took me a lot longer to explain the first bit than what it did to explain the next bit, because I've done it. I've done it once. I developed what I was saying, went on to the next stage, and you understood what it meant to get from your first plateau to your second plateau. And that's exactly how I teach. I teach in a way that you understand it, so you get from A to B and you carry on learning your different trading styles. You'll also hear about frustration. Until you have a frustrated stage, you won't know what a frustrated trader is. You've learned one way to trade. You've learned two ways to trade. And it doesn't stop there. This continues going, and you're developing all the time. You may even find that your trading style is not working. And it's not because what you've learned is wrong. There's no wrong way of trading unless you're somebody that holds onto a loser for days and days and days. If you don't know how to close a trade, or you don't understand what a stop loss is, then your frustration period will be, well, I know what I'm doing, I know how to get into a trade, I've been shown how to, why isn't it working? So you might have 3 losing trades, 6 winners, and that's consistent, and then a couple of weeks later it reverses. So you have 6 losers, 3 winners. When it happens that way round, your 6 losers, call it £600, will tell you to close out your next few winners. It's instinctive. Even if your winners are going to run up for days and make double back the £600 with the losers, your mind's eye says, right, well, I've lost 600. If I close £300, I've only lost 300. So you're closing your winners out too early. So at this stage, your trading strategy was working. It was working here. You just reached your plateau. And then it worked on your different trading styles. So then you had 2 different trading styles that took you up to here. Your next plateau, it didn't fail. You stuck to your rules, but it came down slightly. It's this bit. This is where traders fail. It's not because it's not even a bad thing. That's where people give up. Okay. If you stick to what you know and you keep doing the same thing over again, you reach your plateau, you rehash, then this pink line here, your learning curve, is going to keep going up. Doesn't matter what this trading line's doing. because you have to develop yourself. You have to learn something from scratch. Even now, you'll do something at work. You've got a calendar month. At the end of that calendar month, you have set tasks, and there'll always be one task that you don't like doing. Mine used to be insurance. So, for instance, I used to work for a trading firm, and at the end of each month, we had to tell the insurance company how many people had paid for insurance. It's a long-winded job. There wasn't a quick Excel form to do it on. You couldn't download it. You had to put it on an Excel sheet and actually physically go in and check who had paid. Monotonous job. Yes, there's VLOOKUPs and everything like that, but everything that we tried didn't work. So it made that particular part of the job daunting, and it basically didn't make you any money, didn't do you any favours. I was consistent at it for every month, for 10 months of the year, and for 2 months over Christmas, during my period where we actually got busier, between December and January, I just didn't do it. I didn't do the job. And it's those particular 2 months that my manager would go, Dan, why haven't you done this? Well, X, Y, Z's got in the way, I'm off for a week, or whatever those the things are, the blockades, if you like. Whatever they are, they do get in the way, okay? That's exactly the same as failing here. I didn't fail at the job or the ability to do the job, but I didn't do the job here. Now, at this point in trading, because it is new to people, this is where people give up, and you should not give up. It worked down here until you got to your second plateau, and then your trading results may have, depends on the market, your trading results may have come down slightly, but it's because of the market setup. It's not necessarily what you've learned is wrong, but if you stick to this point and get up to part 3, and then 3, you realise actually, I've been here before, okay? I didn't make any money here, but at my plateau, I got a little bit frustrated because my trading pattern wasn't working. But actually, I didn't change the rules. More importantly, I didn't change the rules. And look what happened here. 20% up. I'm at the second stage of learning and developing, and I didn't give up here. I went up to 3, and at 3, I said to myself, bloody works. What was I panicking for? And you do get to a certain point where your trading results just keep getting knocked in. Doesn't matter how many losers there were, you've developed yourself that your winners stay on longer. And it's exactly the same when it comes to a chart. Your chart is your winners keep coming in, and you develop yourself to keep them winners in longer than your losers, and your profit goes up. It can't be any more simpler than that. But until you actually start developing yourself and teaching yourself, well, actually, yes, that went wrong, but no, what I'm doing is right. Once you learn that, once you develop that, you will be a profitable trader. So many people, you watch videos like I'm doing now. I've watched videos like what I'm doing now, and they're all sat at home. What does that tell you? They're sat at home, making money on the trading platform. And like me, I don't want to sit there with a laptop all day. I can place my trade, and I can leave it for 2 or 3 hours, or I can leave it for 2 or 3 days. In the middle of that, I get bored. So I look at my patterns, I come and talk about it. It's the only reason why I'm doing these lessons now. Obviously, I can teach these methods, and I do charge a small fee, but by the by, my videos are here just to say to you, if you're looking at trading, you might have got to this stage and you don't know. Okay, I must apologise. I've had some slight misfortune with the lighting I was using, but I can still talk about this. So yeah, you may have gotten to a stage where you've developed your first trading style, which you like, and it's got to a stage where you think, actually, I want to increase my style a little bit. I want to throw something else into the mix. So you've got to stage 2. You're coming up to stage 3. You're about to reach your third plateau, and you say, this is going to make or break traders. This is what's going to take you from being in engineering, a manager in an office, working out in the field, or being a lorry driver, postman, in the army, managing director. It's making the difference of you doing what you're doing now to doing this full time. And I've been doing this 2 years, and it doesn't sound like a long time, given that trading's been on the internet for about 25 years. For as long as trading's been available on the internet, it's been done at home, it's been done by businesses, it's been done by people that were sat in an office, drawing real live charts and going, right, I'm going to get in, I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell, to developing that into a bit of software which is called the MT4. As the years have gone on, I've gone to myself, I want to get out of the rat race, I want to do this at home, blah blah blah. What can I do that ticks all the boxes? And this was just one of the things that ticked the box for me. So 2 years experience, and in that 2 years time, that 2 years of experience, I've developed myself as a trader. I've gone past my 3 months worth of trading. I've then made my trading results consistent. Within that 6 months, I went from being a consistent trader to a teacher. I got myself qualified as a teacher. Didn't cost me anything more because the educational company that were teaching me were CPD qualified. They were qualified as educators. And out of the knowledge that I gained, I became a teacher. So I'm now a successful consultant, which is why I'm talking to you on a video today. From that consultancy, I teach people how to trade, and I trade myself. Now, I do a video on why do I teach if I'm good at trading, and the basic answer is I need more than one income stream in my life. If you're a letting agent, you've got your tenancy fees, your landlord fees, your moving in fees, your management fees. This is just a second way of me earning money, that's all. And why not teach what I know to people that are going to be developing themselves as traders? And I've got real passion out of this. I get that buzz, I get that fire in my belly. Whereas when I'm sat at work, because I work at the same time to pay the bills, eventually I won't need to do that. There's no passion in my job, and I'm sat at a desk with a screen in front of me. I'm thinking of this, and probably the passion's gone. I'm thinking about the next trade I can take. So my passion is trading. I can teach and I trade, but I can show you how I trade, what trades I take, and whether you should have taken those trades and stayed in. Again, staying in your trade as long as you possibly can is one of my ways of developing you as a trader. So apologies about the light. I will do another video on this as well, and I've got another video coming up. Thanks for your time.